In Kazakh, derivation refers to the creation of new word from an existing one by adding suffixes to the roots or the base word. The new words created through derivation often have meanings that are related to, but different from, the original word. For example, the word жазу, to write, can be changed by adding the suffix sh to form the word жазушы, writer, meaning one who writes. Similarly, the word süt, milk, can be modified by adding the suffix t to form süttü, with milk, as in süttü şay. In Kazakh, derivational suffixes can be added after the nouns, verbs, adjectives, and the numerals to form new words. In this video, we will explain the derivational suffixes that are added after the nouns and the verbs to create new nouns. We are going to learn a lot of new vocabulary today, so if you want to learn these new words, please stay until the end. There are approximately 7 types of derivational suffixes that are added after the nouns to produce new nouns. The suffix sh or sh, those forms can be added after nouns to produce new nouns, expressing a person's occupation, profession, or skill. For example, mal, livestock, malшы, shepherd, an, song, anшы, singer, сату, sell, сатушы, seller, жүргізу, drive, жүргізуші, driver, хат, letter, хатшы, secretary. The suffixes las, lis, das, tis, and tas, tis. Those forms can be added after nouns to create new nouns, expressing the co-owner of the thing to which the noun belongs. Example, жол, road, жолдас, comrade or companion. At, name, аттас, namesake or homonym. Сабақ, class, сабақтас, classmates. Жер, place, жерлес, homeboy, i.e. an acquaintance from one's own town. The suffixes лық, лік, дық, дік, тық, and тік. Those suffixes can be added after nouns, adjectives, and the numerals to form abstract nouns. Example, uzun, uzundық, length. Қас, harm, қастық, harm. Bir, one, бірлік, unity. Bala, child, балалық, childhood. Dос, friends, достық, friendship. Жақсы, good, жақсылық, goodness. Жүлде, champion, жүлделік, championship. The suffixes шыл, шыл. Those forms can be added after the nouns or adjectives to create new nouns, expressing a person with certain consciousness or strong taste or quality. Example, отан, country, отаншыл, patriot. Ой, thought, ойшыл, thinker. Ұлт, nation, ұлтшыл, nationalist. Кешірім, forgive, кешірімшіл, forgiver or tolerant person. The suffixes шылық or шілік. Those forms can be added after the nouns or adjectives to form new nouns, expressing occupation or abstract nouns. Example, шаруа, work or affair, шаруашылық, business. Жұрт, people, жұртшылық, the masses. Кем, lack, кемшілік, shortage. Артық, redundant, артықшылық, advantage. Көп, many, көпшілік, everybody. The suffixes и, еке, қа, ке, тай, жан. Those suffixes are used after kinship terms or names to indicate honorific or endearment. Example, ата, grandfather, атай, old man. A honorific title. Жеңге, sister-in-law, жеңгей, sister-in-law, honorific title. Бастық, boss, басеке, dear boss. Аға, brother, ағатай, dear brother. Әке, father, әкежан, dear father. There are several derivational suffixes of Persian origin, such as khana, kir, gir, paz, kesh, and so on. For instance, as, food, askhana, kitchen, im, treat, imkhana, hospital. Sauda, business, saudagir, businessman. Qilmis, crime, qilmiskir, criminal. As, food, aspaz, cook or chef. Önir, skill, önirpaz, artist. Arba, carriage, arbakesh, car driver. Arak, alcohol, arakkesh, drunkard. The following derivational suffixes can appear after verbs to form nouns. The suffixes ma, me, ba, be, pa, pe can be added after the verbal stem to produce nouns. Example, shigar, to release or to go out, shigarma, masterpiece or writings. Audar, to translate, audarma, translation or translated text. Қолдан, to use, қолданба, handbook or manual. Tart, to pull, tartba, drawer. Kes, to cut, kespe, noodle or pasta. Kirish, to enter, kirispe, introduction or foreword. The suffixes m, im are added after the verb to form nouns. For example, tanı, to recognize or to know, tanım, cognition or recognition. Şık, to go out, шығым, expenditure or spending. Bil, to know, bilim, knowledge. Ki, to dress or to wear, kiyim, clothes. Böl, to divide, bölme, room. Söyle, to speak, söylem, sentence. The suffixes s, is are added to the verbs to create nouns. Example, soq, to hit, to beat, soğuz, fight or war. Jing, to succeed, to defeat, jеңіс, success or victory. Құрыл, to establish, құрылыс, building or structure. Жинал, to gather or to collect, жиналыс, meeting. Шық, to go out, шығыс, east. Өзгер, to change, өзгеріс, change. The suffixes n, in, ındı or indi are added after the verbs to form nouns. Example, жау, to fall, жауын, rain. Ji, to gather, jin, mating. Ik, to plant, егін, crops. Kел, to come, келін, daughter-in-law. Үз, to pick or to pluck, үзінді, selections. Қорт, to digest or to refine, қорытынды, summary or conclusion. The suffixes sh, ish or ish are added after the verbs to create nouns. Example, қуан, to be happy, қуаныш, happiness. Сағын, to miss, сағыныш, longing. Өкін, to regret, өкініш, regret. Қызған, to envy or to be jealous, қызғаныш, envy or jealousy. The suffixes ushi or ushi added after the verbs to produce new nouns. For instance, pasta, to lead or to start. Бастауыш, subjects or primary school. Türe, to pierce, türeуш, pin or safety pin. Желпі, to fan, желпуш, fan. The suffixes g, g, k used after the verbs to form nouns. Example, kul to laugh, kulka, laugh or joke. Shop to cut or to chop, shapka, chopper. The suffixes g'ish, gish, qish, kish used after the verbs to produce nouns. Example, ash to open, ashqish, key. Siz to draw, sizg'ish, rule. Jap to cover, japqish, bedspreads or blankets. Qis to press, qisqish, tweezer. Ushir to erase, ushirgish, eraser. The suffixes aq, ik, ik, k used after the verbs to form nouns. Example, jat to lie, jatak, dormitory. At, name, atak, fame or title. Tara to comb, tarak, comb. Buyur to order, buyruk, command. Qon to overnight or to stay, qonak, guest. The suffixes g'in, gin, qin, kin used after the verbs to produce nouns. Example, tur to stay, turgun, residents or inhabitants. Qash to run or to escape, qashqin, escaper. Sat to sell, satqin, betrayer or traitor. Kush to move, kushkin, avalanche. The suffixes maq, mek, baq, bek, paq, pek, mal, mel, ashaq, eshik used after the verbs to produce nouns. Example, sal to put, salmaq, weight. Il to hang, ilmek, hook. Shaq to crush or squash, shaqbaq, lighter. Ora to wrap, oramal, towel. Tası to transfer, tasmal, transportation. Bol to become, bolashak, future. Kil to come, kilishik, future. Today we have learned commonly used derivational suffixes and many new words. I hope you enjoyed the video and thank you for watching.